YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Xerxes coming back at you with another one. This is a day 2 update for the Affliction League for the Boneshatter Slayer. I have made some upgrades. I've leveled up quite a bit now. I'm level 89. In the first video, I was level 80. Cruising on, trying to get up to around like 90, 95, somewhere around there is probably where I don't know. We'll see. How far I want to take this, but I think we're with Boneshatter anyway. We'll probably get up to about 95, and then I'm going to switch over to the other build and try and push from there. But as always, we will go through a map, and I'll show you what the build looks like now. Then we'll go over the changes that I've made to the tree and the gear, and then we'll leave the video there. So this is a T12 lava chamber map that I corrupted just to get the completion. So we'll pop this in the map device. And we'll show you what red tier maps look like on a Boneshatter Slayer. Hopefully I sound a little bit better today. I know I still sound like shit, but the first video was rough. I feel infinitely better today, even though I still sound kind of bad. So, got COVID, got nothing else to do but sit at home and play some video games. So, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I'm not going to do the league mechanic on this one. I'm just focused on getting levels right now, and I don't want to juice the monsters super crazy and end up dying. I am running a wandering path harvest setup right now too. So I've been getting a decent amount of currency just from selling the juice from the harvest that I've been doing. And it's like literally zero investment whatsoever. So it's actually pretty nice. Okay, what kind of aura has this guy got? There we go. You know, it's like a couple hundred juice that I just got right there. We'll do this one. Damage goes down considerably when your totems aren't there, so if they die, you do have to repop them, but it's not that big of a deal. If you guys have never done the harvest or don't know, you're just looking for these. It's kind of hard to see the difference in color between this one and this one, but this one is actually a different color here, and that means that you're going to get more juice out of those ones. So just always focus on trying to get those, even if you know, typically yellow is like the juiciest one and the most expensive. But if you don't have a juiced yellow and you do have a juiced purple, it's almost always better to go with the one that has the higher level. We'll do this last one over here, and then we'll get back to the map. See, so like as you can see, this one doesn't have one, this one does, so you always want to take this one. Okay. So as you can see, the build it handles, you know, this type of content pretty well. I really don't like this map. I wish I would have had a different one to showcase, but you know, it is what it is. Got to do it for the completion. So far, the league has been an absolute blast, though. I'm loving it. The mechanic is dope. I'm just focused on trying to level right now, so I don't wanna go in there and mess with it. But once I get to a decent level, I'm gonna start engaging with it much more. Gotta love the map sustain. Yeah, Wandering Path is just so nice for beginning of the league. I will go over the Atlas tree that I'm using too, just so you guys can see. You know, I've had to buy a few maps here and there just for completion, but other than that, I've just been sustaining like crazy. So that part of it has been really nice. Oh, you know, I need to change my flask too. I finally got freeze immunity, so I can change to a corrupted blood flask. That is one thing that I would definitely rush if you guys are playing this build, or any build that doesn't have freeze immunity for that matter. Get to level 10 and do the level 10 map to get this this freeze avoidance. It's such a huge QOL for just mapping and stuff. There's so many mobs out there that can freeze you, and when you get frozen, it's just instant death if you get surrounded. So okay, here we go. There's the boss. We'll drop a portal just in case we rip in here. This map boss is kind of tough sometimes. Hopefully we do not, though. Where'd you go? Oh, it's a twin boss. That's awesome. Where'd you go? Oh, now you're over here. Okay. And it's down. So as you can see, it's not like any crazy kind of DPS, but I also haven't sank any currency like whatsoever into this. You know, everything that I have has been crafted myself. You know, I've spent maybe like 30 chaos or something like that, so you know, it's bare bones in terms of investment. So we'll go over the changes that I have made. This is still the exact same helm that I had in the build yesterday, and I always forget to go over the link, so I'm going to try and do better about that. This is Ancestral Cry with Molten Shell, Pride, and Warbanner. The chest is new, actually. I found a 6-socketed gladiator plate and just threw some fusings at it and ended up getting lucky and 6-socketing it. So the gem that I added in here is Maim, but we'll go over all of them. It's Boneshatter, Ruthless, Brutality, Fortify, Maim, and Close Combat in here. Okay. If you only have a 5 link, just don't have Maim, so you'd have these 4 plus this one. Okay, the weapon, I did craft a new weapon yesterday as well. Found one of these axes, and I think it already had all this stuff on there. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to craft flat fizz and call that good. If you can get attack speed on your weapon, it is really nice. Anything over like a 1.5 attacks per second feels really good. And in here we have Determination. Precision is linked to Arrogance because I didn't have the mana to do it anymore. And I did need my accuracy to be higher because I switched over to Precise Technique. But I'll go over that later. Okay, so but just know if you are going to make that switch to Precise Technique, this is something you can do where you put Precision on Arrogance, and you know it only takes up a couple hundred life, but it makes it to where I can run all my auras. Okay, so Precision, Arrogance, and then here we have multi-totems with Ancestral Protector and Ancestral Warchief. Rings are, I think, the same. I did anoint kinetic impacts on my amulet. And then for the gloves, you ideally want to get +1 strike on there if you can. I've been trying to, just haven't gotten a lot of currency for it. But just life, attack speed, armor, resist, whatever you're looking for. In here we have Warlord's Mark with Leap Slam and faster attacks. And then this is Blood Rage, so we can generate frenzy charges during mapping. Belt's still the same as yesterday, and then I'm just running this. I'm going to plan on running some Exarch when I get there, and so this Unaffected by Burning Ground will make it to where I don't have to use the Pantheon when I do that. And then I do not have any links socketed in here because of the new Ascendancy, right? So if you have this one, you get 30% increased movement speed if you have no socketed gems in your boots. So this is just helpful to blast through maps and stuff. And then I took Tinctures and the effect of Tinctures here. For my normal Ascendancy, I did actually end up doing this, and I went with Headsman. This gives us 20% coal, which is just super huge. It's really nice. Okay, so that goes over the gear. And what you can do with this tincture, right? So it increases the effect of the flasks that are adjacent to it. And so I put my armor flask and my chaos flask here. And then as long as you hit something with a weapon, these are going to have increased effect and gain charges. So I put them on use when charges reach full. Pretty much just automates the whole thing. And these two are up most of the time, which is really nice. You know, the new League mechanic. It seems like it does a shit ton of chaos damage. So if you can, I would suggest putting an amethyst flask on. Okay, that goes over all of the gear. For the passive tree, like I said, I did take headsman, and then I ended up going precise technique. So I took this wheel here to get some more accuracy. Precise technique, if you're not aware, gives you more attack damage, but your accuracy rating has to be higher than your max life, and you can never deal crits. Okay, so the way to check that, you just go in here to offense, you look at main hand accuracy rating. I have 4,440. So as long as that's higher than my life, then that will be active. Okay. Really, I think that's really the only changes. I did end up taking this node here for some extra armor, and then armor while stationary, because if you get up to a high enough attack speed with Boneshatter, you're going to start doing some serious damage to yourself. So this, if you're stationary for 5 seconds, you end up having 100% increased armor, which definitely helps out. So that's all I have for today. I will catch you guys in the next one. Do me a favor if you can, drop a comment, like, subscribe, post any questions you have about the build down there, and I will definitely get to them. All right, cheers.